Initially, we were discussing about matrix. You remember at that time of creating DAX measure, we were checking all those measures, just putting the matrix inside the canvas, right? So many times we have used matrix, right? So now let us see how we can use it here, and I'm going to talk about very interesting function along with this matrix. Where is our matrix? Here, right? So matrix, just click over here. Let me take the matrix over here. Let me place it perfectly. See, we always have to keep our canvas perfect, so later on we will not be confused, right? So why these things are here, is it? So let's take a product name. Let me just take a product name. I'm going to show you how it works and why we need the matrix, right? So let me take a product name. Okay, just name I'll type. Here is product name here. Once you click, you don't need to drag and drop. You click, it will come around the rows. So next, let me take a return quantity. Here is it, return quantity with the values, and I will take return rate. We already created the measure, right? If you look at this, let me put focus point. If you look at this matrix, you can see a lot of values are here, and at these values and these columns are taking a lot of space. So now we have very interesting function over here, right? So you just have to see actually this column name, like sum of return quantity and a return rate. So these are the taking too much value, while you know that while we are creating the canvas or the dashboards, at that time we have to keep use space very carefully, because sometimes you have a lot of charts and visuals over here, so you have to fit all the visuals on the single this canvas. So we have one functionality here. So once you click over here, you can see the rename for this visual only. So this name is only rename only for this visual. So I don't want the sum of, I just want return quantity. For quantity, I will write down the QYT, nothing else, and dot. Okay, right? It changed. And for the return rate, I will say return R. Okay. So you can keep as per your requirement. See, because ultimately once you rename it, you should know what this value is, what this column means, right? So let me take you back. See, one more interesting function is here. Like, see, at the last video we have seen that we can change the color of this, or we use the different bars over here. Let me put it in focus mode again. So if you go under the format visuals, you can see the values. Under the values, not values, here we have specific column. Which column we want to highlight? We want to highlight return rate, that is RR. So I'll just select here return rate. Once you select return rate, whenever you change something, that will happen in this particular column only. See, if I change the background color, this background color gets changed here. And if you don't want it, you can reset it. It will go in by default stage. If you go under the cell element, you can see the cell element. Under the cell element, we have selected the return rate. Return quantity is here. Let me change return rate. So if we, in the last video I shown you how we can show the data bars. That means according to the percentage, the bar will appear behind this percentage. You want to see? Let me just turn it on. See, these bars are here. I'll show you one more thing, that you can change the background color for that. So background color, that means how this background color is, means how this background color is gets changed. See, this color is means that nominal values, right? So these are the minimum values for this, and these are the highest values, right? So minimum and highest. So higher value will get the green color. Okay, so according to that, color gets changed. So if you want to keep the color background, or if you want to change it to the data bars, okay, why we are doing this, let me off it. And just whenever you have to think about the customer perspective, whenever your customer see the visual, how he can take the informed decision from your visual. He cannot analyze anything by scrolling down here, he cannot see anything. So instead of that, the better way, if you turn it on like a data bars, it will gives you the idea, yes, this bar is higher, that means something is happening here about this particular product. The return rate is 8, right? And the return rate is 5.10, and return quantity is 8. So like that, so you can change the visual under the matrix, and you have to think about the customer's perspective towards your visuals, right? So this is all about the matrix, right? Under the matrix, whenever you take the values, you have to use some formatting. Yes, I hope that you got the idea. So you can play around it.